Alright everybody, hello and welcome to episode 15, I believe, of the HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke. I've done some grinding off screen, as you can see here. Everything on the team is now level 40. That is the last grind we're going to be doing before the Elite Four. So whatever level we end up at when we go into the Elite Four, it's just going to be from what we do from the rest of our time on camera. I'm not going to be doing any more grinding. We may have to do some in Kanto, depends on how high leveled Red is and what our team is like at the time. Well, Red has something in the level of level 80, so I'm definitely going to have to do some grinding before that. But I'm not going to be doing any more grinding during Johto. The only reason I took the team to 40, there's two reasons. The first one, I honestly thought Claire had higher levels than she does. I googled it after I did the grinding, and I realised that Claire's team are, 3 of them are 38, 1 of them is 41, which means that any of the additional mons that she gets due to the, I traced Drizzle, goddammit. Yeah, any of the additional mons that she's going to get, from the way that I randomised the game, they're not going to be any higher than 41. But having everything at level 40 is roughly where I'd like it to be anyhow. Especially because her ace is 41, so it's going to be fully evolved no matter what, and I'm worried about what it might be. Kricketune won't be a problem. We're just going to sweep through a lot of these gym trainers with clamps, to be honest. I'm really thrilled that we have clamps. I know I said it before, but, I mean, come on, look at it. It's blue and yellow. It's so cool. That Night Slash did not do as much as I thought it would. Yeah, well, one more and then a waterfall if we absolutely have to should do the job. I'm aware Clamps doesn't have the best attack stat in the world. It's actually pretty mediocre. Its defense is really where it's at, and speed, but, actually, hang on, let's just make sure I'm not making an ass of myself. Yeah, defense and speed are easily higher than attack, but Clamps is cool anyway, you know? Just be happy with what you got here. Gliscor is awesome. I mean, some of you watching might have, if you're playing along, you know, you might have ended up with a really, really terrible shiny, in which case my sympathies. But but I've ended up with a really nice one after all. Bit of an annoyance, you know, finding that evolution item, but we could have done worse. Its eyes are yellow there, that's weird, and oh wow, yeah, that's really not doing as much damage as I hoped it would. Oh well, that's fine. Isn't Leafeon the, yeah, Leafeon's the trade for that Lapras in Violet City. I have considered doing that trade. I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, I already have a lot of water types. I already have Glaceon for an ice type. Do I really need a Lapras? No. It'd be nice to have as an option, but I don't really have any desperate need for it. So I think for the time being, we're still going to hold on to that Eevee. Obviously, if I can find a Weepinbell, which is obviously what I want, then I'll certainly take that and we'll go and get that Groudon out of Olivine. But I get the feeling we're not really going to get a Weepinbell anytime soon, or a Bellsprout. I have a feeling that... I mean, I know where Victreebel is, obviously. Victreebel's a fishing encounter in the Lake of Rage, and that's nice and everything, but... even if I could, you know, fish a million times to get a shiny Victreebel, and assuming I was then willing to trade away a shiny, which, to be honest, I wouldn't be. Oh, that's where I should have used my token. I'm a dumb... well, no, it wouldn't have made any difference. Because if I'd used my token there anyway, I would have got a Victreebel, which is too heavily evolved to be traded for the Groudon. And breeding in Nuzlockes, I'm not entirely sure where most people stand on that rule. I personally would say that's not allowed. Hang on, will you give me a second? Someone's shouting from downstairs. Sorry, that was nothing to worry about, and also apologies if the mouse was on the top screen there. I didn't quite notice if it was, but it was close. Another Night Slash. Yeah, that was just family heading out for a little bit. Obviously, they felt the need to tell me very loudly. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I can barely hear anything with these headphones on. But then again, my hearing's never been very good in the first place. It's always been pretty bad. Okay, level 41. You know, I'm really wondering if Clamps is going to be that useful in the long run if its attack stat is this low. I mean, I want to use it because it is my shiny, But I have to wonder if it's actually going to be usable. Now, I think this is how you do this one. No, I misclicked there, but there we go. You know what? Let's switch him out for Flare, because I'm pretty sure in 2 or so levels, Flare is going to get, what's it called? Is going to get Flamethrower, which I absolutely want. I probably should have been using Flare so far, actually. I completely forgot about Flamethrower. And I don't have any rare candies, to the best of my knowledge. Hang on, let me get my phone here. And we'll have a little look-see. And see if we can't figure out the level at which Flare learns Flamethrower. Okie dokie, Cerebi, Charizard. Oh, we should use Fire Fang on that too. No, I don't need Generation 8's Dex, thank you very much. I need Generation 4. Dragon Claw is an egg move. Oh, very nice. 42, yeah, it is 42. I had a feeling it was 42, and I was correct. I'm always happy to be correct. We'll stay out against the Politoed, just use Seed Flare. Not even slightly dangerous to me. I'm not sure if I like that. Oh, God, I am actually going to have to switch out, aren't I? It's Swagger. I'm not taking the risk. I assumed it was going to get one shot. It didn't. Let's just switch into Mew. I'm not dealing with the risk of potentially getting yeeted by, like, Swagger combined with some powerful water move or something. Okay, use Perish Song if you want, but I'm pretty sure you're the trainer's last Pokemon. You are, and you're gonna die this turn, so why the hell would I care? Oh, man. I mean, if you use that at the start of the battle, and oh my god, I only just realised, I've never thought about this before, actually, but Perish Song, Lapras or Politoed with the randomized ability Arena Trap. It's a guaranteed kill. It's an absolutely guaranteed kill. I mean, granted, you would lose the Lapras or the Politoed, so it wouldn't be good to have on your team, but if the AI had that, it's a guaranteed one-shot of whatever you have in at the time, unless you can kill it before that Perish Song will kill you. And if it's a, if it's a high level or if it's a gym leader's Pokemon and they have full restores, that could be hard to do. That's really brutal. You know, the first time, I feel like I should tell this story anyway. It's an entertaining story. One of the first times I tried to do a Randomizer Nuzlocke was in Pokemon Platinum. Not Randomizer Nuzlocke, sorry, Extreme Randomizer was in Pokemon Platinum. And I took it all the way up to Cynthia. I was doing really, really well. There was a problem. See, I'd wanted to randomize basically every setting that I possibly could. So I'd randomized things like typings. I hadn't messed with move typings and power because that was just going to drive me crazy. Oh shit, I may be making mistakes here. Ouch. That really hurts. It's a nose pass and did that much. Holy shit. Anyway, as I was saying, I made it all the way up to Cynthia. The problem is that I'd very specifically ticked, in the randomizer there's a setting which basically allows you, do you want to have Wonder Guard as a randomized ability? Now I had said, yeah, that's fine. I don't do that anymore. I should clarify, I don't do that anymore. And do you know why, my good friends? Do you know why I do not allow Wonder Guard to be a randomized ability anymore? It's very simple. Cynthia had a randomized Garchomp that was Ghost and Dark type and had Wonder Guard. It was literally impossible to kill. It was not what I wanted out of my life. The Garchomp was literally like the only ways you could conceivably kill it. Off the top of my head would I always mess this one up. Off the top of my head, the only ways to conceivably kill it would be Poison, Burn, Perish Song. I think might work against Wonder Guard, not sure. You might be able to get it done with Perish Song. Come on, there has to be something else. Destiny Bond could work. but there were very, very limited ways to kill it, and I didn't have any of these very, very specific moves that would have allowed me to get over it. So her Garchomp completely annihilated my team, not because I didn't have moves that would be good on Ghost or Dark types, or, you know, not because I didn't have powerful enough moves to deal with a Ghost and Dark type. That was all absolutely fine. But it managed to randomize. It's the cheekiest thing I've ever seen. I didn't even think the randomizer was supposed to be able to make this happen. But this was quite a long time ago, so maybe the program still had some bugs in it, I don't know. But the point is, hang on, what am I going to take into this fight? Let's start off with Shucky, because I have a plan. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, it was a long time ago, so maybe the randomizer had some bugs and some problems with it. But it was Ghost, Dark, and it had Wonder Guard. It's the most brutal thing I've ever seen. And it wasn't on a weak mon. You know, it wasn't on something I could just stall out until it had to use Struggle. No, no, no. It was on Cynthia's randomized Garchomp. And do you know how cheesy that is? Okay, you're starting with Magikarp. This is hilarious. Easy, nasty plot. Let's go. But yeah, do you know how cheesy it is, right? Cynthia normally has a Garchomp, but everything is randomized. So her team is completely randomized. She just happens to get another Garchomp. And it just happens to have the most bullshit combination of typing and ability. I said to myself, because I knew that Garchomp was going to be a monster, because when I was doing the randomizer earlier, in that playthrough, I shouldn't say, not series, because I never did a series of it. But when I was doing oh, I've already maxed out. Whoops. Oh, maybe this Magikarp doesn't have pressure. Oh, that's so weird. Most of them do. Anyway, earlier on in that playthrough, I'd run into Gabite, and I had set the typings to follow in terms of evolution, so I didn't get too random. And I had forgotten in that point to randomize. Okay, it was a long time ago. Okay, leave me alone. I'd forgotten to randomize evolutions. Basically, it's the one thing I've really forgotten, but it's fine now. Anyway, the moral of the story is, regardless of how much I butchered that story, yeah, it was a long time ago, but I do distinctively remember that I messed up the randomization of evolutions. I'm certain I must have done, because Garchomp was Ghost and Dragon, right? Gabite was Ghost and Dragon. And I said to myself at the time, Gabite is Ghost and Dragon, I bet Garchomp is. And all of my evolutions went the same way. I must have forgotten. It's an extreme randomizer without randomized evolutions, I guess. It's a really cheap version of an extreme randomizer. Especially when I wanted to randomize everything I could, but whatever. The one thing that you learn from this, okay, is that I'm not only am I bad at telling stories, I'm also bad at doing randomizers. I'm bad at getting them right. I fuck everything up. Ah, dear. Tyranitar. You know what? No, this is fine. We can use Surf. I was going to consider using Signal Beam. Bug is, for whatever stupid reason, Bug is super effective against Dark. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But Surf is super effective against Rock, so that should take care of our little problem easily as well. There we go. Oh dear. Level 41, how nice. Yeah, the entire plan, for me to be honest, was just to sweep this gym entirely, the gym leader I should say, entirely with Shucky. And it's worked really, really well so far. I mean, Shucky has annihilated this gym. It does help that Claire's first Pokemon was Magikarp, and let's be honest, it's not exactly dangerous. Then, ooh, hello, you have a Raikou now. Very cool. Oh yeah, so the extra ones seem to go to the lowest level of the team, because Claire's lowest level Mon is 38, and that's where all of her extra Pokemon seem to be. Unless I'm just getting everything wrong, which is entirely possible. But it doesn't matter if you have a Raikou. Shucky has +6 special attack and Surf. You were never going to survive that one, Chief. It just wasn't going to happen. Shucky is a brutally overpowered sweeper. Anyway, now, if Shucky does actually get hit by levels and obeying, which I don't think it should, but if it does, then I've at least got all the gym badges, or at least I will in a second, after Claire stops being an arrogant bitch. Yeah, she gets like that. I can't exactly go straight into the Dragon's Den anyway. I need to go and pick up some crap, by which I mean a Pokemon that can learn Whirlpool. Oh dear, it's so irritating. Oh wait, that's box 2, isn't it? I have no idea what, if anything, can learn Whirlpool. I have absolutely no idea. Should I just try and put Shieldon in here? And we'll see if Shieldon can learn Whirlpool. Everybody place your bets. I mean, I doubt it, but the compatibility is completely randomized. So we have, you know, no idea if it can or it can't. Of course not. Of course not. Alright, this might take a minute, so I'm going to try and find something that has this, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, that took significantly less time than I actually thought it would, but Magikarp can learn Whirlpool. So we're just going to give it to that, and I'll put Charizard in the box for the time being. It won't be a minute. You know, funnily enough, we are not far away. If I make this an extra long episode, because we're going to be doing things that are all sort of intertwined, then we might be able to get the Legendary this episode. Because literally, what we have to do... We've got to go into the Dragon's Den. We've got to head down to, hang on, have I... no, I won't get an encounter, I'm fine. Oh, come on! Just while I was certain I wasn't going to run into anything. Ah, well, anyway, the point of what I was getting at, yeah, what was I getting at? Yeah, we've got to go into Dragon's Cave, Dragon's Den, sorry, and get our, well, get our gym badge that Claire doesn't want to give us because she's an arrogant little bitch. And once we've done that, it's back to Professor Elm to get the Master Ball, because we haven't found a single wild, like a single overworld wild Master Ball this series, which is really, really annoying. It just kind of makes me wonder, would I have been able to get a random Master Ball in or another random Master Ball in Fire Red Leaf Green? I'd already found one random Master Ball and one what's it called, Lucky Egg. Fire Red Leaf Green had much better luck than this, and it's not even the series that you get to see. You know what, clearly I've done this intentionally, right? What I've clearly done here, everything I've ever told you, okay, including everything that you've ever seen me do, it's all a lie, okay? It's designed to make you think that I'm unlucky. So that eventually, if I do a series with someone else, and they've seen the stuff that I do, they're going to say to themselves, oh, well, I'm going to win this 100%, because Esper is always so unlucky. And then I'm going to come into the series, find 2 Lucky Eggs on the first route, a Master Ball on the next, then get a shiny Rayquaza with huge power, and sweep the rest of the game. Right? That's why I'm doing all of this. I intentionally put in terrible TMs and terrible overworld items into this game just to convince you that I have bad luck. No, that wasn't the whole idea. That's not what I did. Although that is the most convoluted plan I could possibly think of. If I was going to have a really convoluted plan to win an eventual hypothetical versus series years in the future, that would be my convoluted plan I would choose. Because, let's be honest, right? That plan is so exquisitely convoluted and so stupid that you would never ever believe it. Right? Nobody is ever going to believe that plan. But it's, you know, I totally did it. Wink. No, that would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely stupid. I mean, it's funny to think about, but my god, it would be stupid. Right, should be an item here. I don't particularly want to fight these trainers, to be honest, so I'm just going to avoid it. But I am going to go and fight that double battle. If only for the fact that there's an item there. I don't really know what it is. I kind of want it. It's probably not going to be anything good, I'm aware of that. It very rarely is. I mean, I've been going through this series finding very mediocre items. We managed to get a an experience share from somewhere. I can't remember how we got that, but we have one. What do I even want to do here? I guess Firefang, and the thing is, Surf will hit everything, Discharge will hit everything. This is not a good pair. This is not a good pair at all. But these aren't exactly the most powerful mons ever, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Might take a little while. But yeah, we've had some good situations. Like, I managed to I managed to get, like I say, the experienced chef from somewhere. Right, okay. We're not gonna talk about any of that. We're not gonna worry about it. I'm not happy. It took a long fucking time to get this thing evolved. It took a long fucking time to get a Charizard. I'm pissed. I am pissed. It's so annoying. I didn't think a Shieldon was actually going to attack me. They never do. They just sit there and use stupid moves like Iron Defense. They never do anything. And to be honest, I assumed the Rotom was going to get killed in one hit anyway. It's a Rotom. It has no defenses. It's so dumb. You know what? There is a benefit here, I suppose. At least now I have a free slot for the Legendary. I'm definitely not trying to just... This isn't even a necessary battle! I could have avoided this! You know what? If that item isn't worth having now, I'm going to be furious. I'm going to be so pissed off. If that item is not worth having, I'm not happy. Rot in hell and die! Oh my god, I'm pissed. I just lost my Charizard for a max potion. Who wants to lose their Charizard for a max potion? I can buy those. Oh, I'm furious. I am furious. Not happy. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. I have a spare spot for the Legendary now. Great, but I can tell, because my luck today is not very good, I lost my goddamn Charizard. Granted, I should have seen that coming. I should have anticipated. It's a rock type and an electric type. I didn't even assume that the Shieldon was going to attack me. I had no idea the Shieldon was even going to attack me. Oh, that's so dumb. I'm not even sure if I'm answering these right, to be honest. I'm not paying much attention. Yeah, sure, totally. Okay, well, whatever, Chief. I should be able to get an extreme speed randomized Pokemon here, right? If I even answered all of those properly. I think you have to answer them all perfectly, and then there's like another answer that works, but it doesn't get you the extreme speed. I don't know, but there's a static Mon that this guy will give you. And I kind of want to see what it is, because if it's really, really good, it might end up swapping out for Charizard if my Legendary is really, really bad. I mean, right now, given that I've just lost a Fire Flying type and I don't like Ho-Oh, I'll say right up now I don't really like Ho-Oh. Or Entei, actually. I'm not a fan of Entei either. Or Heatran. Most Fire type Legendaries, I'm just... No, I'm not a fan of. Did I ever get my Wild Encounter here? I don't think I did. Should we go and get this item that I know is somewhere over here? And see if we get a Wild Encounter as well. You never know, it might be good. But I'm not really a fan of any of the Fire-type Legendaries. I wouldn't mind a Groudon, but... Oh, I'm an idiot. I wouldn't mind having Groudon. But the thing with Groudon is... Is there even a hidden item over here? I mean, there is in Crystal, right? But... Okay, well, let's pick up our encounter anyway. Don't really want it. I mean, I'll throw a quick ball at it, but I don't really want it. As I was getting at, though, I mean, all the fire legendaries are quite bad to me. Groudon is ground type, but it might as well be a fire type. I wouldn't mind one of those. But equally, no, I'm not going to catch this. I'm sorry, Kingler. Usually I would catch you just for the sake of having species claws, but I'm not in a great mood right now. Now my controller's having one of its disconnection moments. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, Kingler. You caught me at a bad time, you know. I lost my Charizard. The situation has been better. And I came all the way over here for a goddamn protein. And I can't even use an escape rope, because if I do, at least I know this in Crystal, I think, but I'm not sure if it happens in this game. I think it does, actually. But if I use an escape rope, then the TM that Claire would ordinarily give me, she won't be there when I come back in here. So if I want to get Claire's TM that's... Oh my god, I didn't mean to get on the thing. If I want to get Claire's TM that is probably not going to be any good, which will be the ultimate gut punch after losing my goddamn Charizard, and I obviously do want it, because if there's one thing you will enjoy, it's seeing me have a miserable time. You know, we've still not done badly. We've got 4 deaths. That's... I mean, it's 4 more than I obviously wanted. But, I mean... I've had worse runs. I've had much worse runs. 4 deaths is... it's not the worst. Yeah, I have unfinished business, Claire, sure. Mainly slapping around those fucking trainers over there who killed my Charizard. Can this TM at least be something good? Okay, that just perfectly encapsulates the whole thing, doesn't it? Give me garbage after this place took my Charizard from me. Just give me trash. That's fine. I didn't want a good encounter. Obviously I didn't. I mean, why would I? Do you want a good encounter? I never would. Do you want a good encounter? Do you want a good TM? Do you want to not lose your goddamn Charizard that was 1 level away from goddamn Flamethrower? He didn't even get Flamethrower. God damn it, that sucks! I'm going to have to think of something to replace Charizard with now. And I really, really don't want to do that. I want to keep my goddamn Charizard, but dead is dead. Damn. This is the worst part about doing these random Nuzlocks. Alright, let's get the amulet coin off of it at least and put it in the dead box. I mean, it would be handy to keep a hold of just for the purposes of it has fly. But I can probably teach something else fly. In fact, hang on, for just a minute, real quick, I'm going to keep Charizard in my party. It's not going to be alive, obviously. Charizard is dead. But I'm going to keep it in my party for a minute because it has fly, and that's going to save me a little bit of time on what I'm doing now. I also have to keep Magikarp in my party and have an empty spot, so I might as well put Mew back in the box. Yeah, you may have guessed, I'm going to go and get the static. Usually it's an extreme speed Dratini. I think it comes in at level 20 or 25. So if I want to use it, it's going to require a really long grind session, which I did say I wasn't going to do anymore, but given the death of Charizard, I think we all understand that I might have to. Sucks so much. Alright, let's go and see what it is anyway. Be a Garchomp. I'd like a Garchomp. It's going to give me flashbacks to that Platinum run with the unbeatable Garchomp, but I digress. I would like to have a Garchomp. It is a bit of a pain in the arse that you have to use Waterfall here. Do I even have an escape rope? Nope. Well, that would have saved me some time. Okay, you have a Pokemon for me. Please be something half decent. Yeah, it's not a Dratini, I know that. I actually wouldn't mind if it was, to be honest, but just be something good. Oh, fuck you. It's exactly the nickname it deserves. It's not a dragon Pokemon, you fucking moron. It's garbage. It comes in at level 15 anyway. What a waste of extreme speed. It has multi-type, that's quite funny. Hang on. Let's do a bit of an experiment here before we move on. Because I have a couple plates. If I give it the spooky plate, does it actually become ghost type, or is multi-type a bugged ability here? I think it's bugged. It still says it's psychic. Although maybe it actually, maybe it does go into a ghost type and it just doesn't change on the screen there. I don't know, I feel like, you know, having the ability to change a Mime Junior to be any type I want is pretty funny. I actually much prefer the way that type changing works with type Null than Arceus, to be honest. At least the way I think it works. I never actually used type Null. I did evolve it eventually into Silvally to complete my Pokedex, but I've never used it. I'm pretty sure you just use one of the memory items on it and it turns into that type. I don't think it has to hold on to it or anything. Okay, we've got what we didn't want out of there because it's garbage. You know what? It's 30 minutes now. I anticipate if I want to get the legendary in this episode, I anticipate it may have to become an hour power. I'm not a huge fan of doing those, but I do want something good to come out of this. I mean, the legendary might be garbage. We don't know. It could be something utterly worthless. It could be a Uxie. Uxie's not unbelievably bad. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, sure. I'm a really nice person. I mean, I'm not, but you can believe whatever you want to believe. Alright. Yeah, it might have to become an hour of power to do this, but I really do want to get the legendary this episode. We've just been absolutely messed up losing Charizard like that, and I need something to come out of this. I can't just title the episode, I lost Charizard, I want to die. You know, I have to get something that's just going to give me the will to live again. Right, let's get Mew back out of the dead box for one thing, and put you back in there. And because it's going to bother me if I don't, let's put you in the right spot. There we go. Flygon is always there if I want it. This is an opportunity to use Electivire, which I have been thinking about potentially putting Electivire on the team. It's also an opportunity to use Gardevoir though. Hang on, what's in this box? Oh no. Okay, so as it stands right now, it's going to be Electivire that replaces Charizard on the team, unless I can get a really good legendary encounter that I really want. And to save me a little bit of time, I'm going to have to heal up actually, I forgot about that. But to save me a little bit of time, where's my XP share? There it is. We'll just give Shockwave the XP share. I will grind it up later on to get it on par with the rest of the team, but obviously I'm not going to do that mid-video, and I want to get a bit of a head start on it, so we'll just give it the XP share for now. Oh man, I am a bit stressy about what this legendary might actually be. It could be something incredible. We could get a Rayquaza, a Groudon, or a Kyogre. I'd be okay with all of those, even though I already have a water type. Oh, hey Silver, what's up, man? I'm afraid the reason you lost is because you suck. Ah dear, well, sorry, my chair's going a bit crazy as well. I'm sure you don't want to see me win. I mean, it's the downside you're going to have to live with is that I'm just better than you. You're just going to have to be okay with that. Okay, Kimono Girls. Let's try and get through these battles quickly because I want to get my legendary Pokemon. Yeah. I'm perfectly ready. I mean, I'm probably not because you don't get to heal in between these fights. You have to do them all back to back to back to back, and the Kimono Girls have relatively high-level teams. Oh, fuck. I didn't realise they count as special trainers, so they have more Mons. Oh, this is gonna suck. So not only do I have to defeat 6... Oh my god, and you have Calm... Oh, stop it. Not only do I now have to defeat 6 level 38 Pokemon, back to back with no chances to heal in between, I now have to do... I mean, hang on, no. Isn't there only 5 Kimono Girls? Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon... No, Espeon, Umbreon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon. Yes, there's only 5, but now I don't have to defeat 5 Mons at level 38 back to back to back. I have to do 15 of them. I'm not happy about this. Yeah, I don't want to give you Swift. Actually, Hippowdon's not... Oh, wait, I made a mistake here. Or did I? No, I can probably one-shot a Hippowdon, right? This is fine. Snowy's powerful enough to do this. Okay, maybe it's not. Come on. We got a crit. That's exactly what I needed. I was a little bit worried. If Snowy didn't one-shot that, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that ice is weak to ground, as well as basically everything else in the game. And that could have been a bad situation if Snowy got killed there. I wouldn't have been happy. I'm already upset that we lost Charizard this episode. If we lost Glaceon as well... Oh, wow. I would have had to have had a week off from recording these. I would have been too angry. Okay, well, apparently Shucky can't one-shot, but it wasted a turn using Hail, so... We didn't really lose anything out of that. You know, my team are still really good, even without Charizard. It's a shame that we don't have Charizard anymore. Obviously, I wish we still did, but... I can't just complain about losing Charizard for the rest of the episode. I am upset about it. I'm sure you can tell, based on how much I won't stop talking about it, that I am very, very upset about it. But, you know, it's one of those things that happens when you do randomized Nuzlocks. It's the risk you take. Yes, your name is Naoko. Bit of a weird name, lady, but I don't judge. I guess the Kimono girls are all sort of given traditional Japanese names. I don't know if Naoko is a traditional Japanese name. I have no idea. I'm not Japanese, but I guess it is. Oh well, a couple of Aurora Beams should kill this. Obviously, I wish I had Ice Beam, but one thing at a time. And hey, one shot. I'm okay with that. I wonder what that... I'm sure you might be able to see it. I've always wondered what this is in terms of Glaceon's sprite, ever since the first time I saw it. But... Oh, wait, hang on. Cray delete. No, I think I'm fine. Do you see that thing on Glaceon's neck? It kind of looks like a circle and a line. I have no idea what that is meant to be. I've only just noticed it now. I swear I've noticed it before on other times and just got confused by it. But now that I'm looking at it again, what the hell is that? I have absolutely no idea what that is. Like, I can't be the only one who sees it. I mean, it's definitely there. I'm not just imagining something here. Not sure how I feel about that at all. Oh well, Glaceon is still my favourite evolution, so no complaints. Alright, one more should do it. Okay, well, not Aurora Beam this time, but Surf. I think Surf, in terms of a normally effective situation, is actually more powerful. I'm pretty sure the stab bonus is either 20 or 25%. Aurora Beam has 65 power, so even if it is 25%, it's not going to make it as powerful as Surf against a mon that it's normally effective against. Why did I just use Bite when I should have gone for Aurora Beam or Surf again? I mean, I'm glad the forward is paralysed, but that's not really the point. Bite does almost nothing. At least we can outspeed. Blessed be the static ability. That ability is really, really nice to have. Level 41. Lovely. And level 19. Was also lovely. Shockwave wants to learn Shockwave. I'm not going to make the joke there. I'm just going to let you imagine it and not laugh because it wasn't funny. Okay, another Kimono girl down. How many more does that make it? I'm honestly not sure at this point. I think I've battled 2 now. To be honest, part of the reason why I thought I could... you're Miki, the Kimono girl, okay? Part of the reason I believed that I could actually get the legendary in this episode, I'm pretty sure I still can, but it's just taking a little bit longer because they weren't each supposed to have 3 Pokemon. Oh, you have Intimidate? Okay. I'm going to switch anyway, but... Yeah, they weren't each supposed to have 3 Mons. I didn't know that they were going to get classed as important trainers, although from a story perspective, I suppose it does make sense. Let's just go for Energy Ball. You know, the Squirtle may be high leveled, but it's a Squirtle. All of these things are still below level 40, so they're not guaranteed to be fully evolved, and that is probably a lifesaver, because I guarantee you if they were, I'd be running into all kinds of crazy things that I would never, ever be able to defeat. Okay, let's just go for Extreme Speed here. Just to finish you off. I mean, I'm sure I would have outsped it anyway, but extreme speed is, you know, not really that important to Psycho compared to Energy Ball and Psychic, so I'd rather make sure I maintain PP for that. Bug and Psychic, right? Bug and Psychic, I want to say? I don't really have anything good against that. I guess Raw Power is the way to go. Wait, why did I stay in? It's Bug Psychic. It's going to be... Actually, is it Bug Psychic? Well, we can find out. I'll just use Psychic. I mean, even if it's not very effective, I'm sure that's really going to hurt it. It's super effective. Oh, it's Bug Poison. It's Bug Poison, of course. I always get confused. Cradily. We can go back into Snowy for that. Isn't that the second Cradily these Kimono Girls have had? I could swear the last one had a Cradily too. Oh well, they're only going to be level 38, and if I can one-shot one, I can probably one-shot the second. Well, now that I think about it, if it has Ancient Power, crits me after surviving this, that could do 68 damage easily. Oh god, don't. It went for Ingrain, we're fine. We're fine. I'm thinking of all the worst case scenarios now, which I think is understandable. But my brain is just going to worst case scenarios. I'm assuming I'm going to lose everything. You never know, eventually I might do. Eventually Red might beat Seven Shades the shit out of me, we just don't know. But I'm hoping we can make it through with minimized deaths. No more from where we are would be lovely, but I don't think that's going to happen. Was that the last one? Oh, there's more? There's got to be two more, right? Oh no, wait, this is Ice off the back, so this is actually the last one, I think. Because she's the one we met in the Ice Path. I think this might be the last Kimono Girl. And naturally she starts off with something that Snowy can't kill. Well, I mean, maybe Snowy could kill it, but that thing is going to have a fighting move that is going to do a lot of damage. Luckily for that, we maintain our Mew. You know, I really don't like Mew's back sprite, actually. It makes him look kind of tubby. And it also kind of... The tail just on Mew, the end of it just looks weird to me. It looks like he has a spoon for a tail. It looks like I could eat cereal with Mew's tail. The world is weird, and my brain is weird. But that's what you came here for, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. By the way, just so I'm clear, I am going to Master Ball whatever the Legendary happens to be. I really don't care enough to sit there and, you know, throw a bunch of Pokeballs at it for half an hour. So whatever the Legendary is, we're going to Master Ball it. Blissey, if I remember right, Blissey is more specially defensive than physical. So if I switch out into Swampert and smack it directly in the face with Wood Hammer, it's not super effective, but it might hurt. Why does it have so much health, honestly? Oh my god, that is some recoil. Jesus Christ, I forgot recoil is a percentage of how much damage you do in terms of points, not the percentage. So I did a ton of points of damage there because that's a goddamn Blissey. It probably has like 300 health or something. So the recoil actually took me below half health. Holy shit. Alright, Stantler. Pure normal in this generation, I think. Why am I saying in this generation? I don't think Stantler ever got changed. But I always feel like... Oh, I know why I did it. You know, Deerling and its evolution Swordsbuck, I'm pretty sure they're either grass purely or they're normal grass. And I look at them and I always kind of assume that Stantler is also part grass. Because they look like basically the same Pokemon, come on. Swordsbuck and Deerling are some of the most unimaginative evolution lines that could ever have been made, given that they are basically just carbon copies of Stantler. We're going to switch into Clamps, actually. I need a physical attack for this, now it's using Calm Mind. But yeah, they're basically carbon copies of something that already exists, and I don't like that. Ground Flying, I'm fine. I always feel like Clamps is a poison type. You know what that is, though? Back when people used competitive Gliscor, I don't know if people still do. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, no, a crit. Very nice. But yeah, back in the days of competitive Gliscor being a common thing to run into, You'd always see it with Toxic Orbs, obviously, because Gliscor has some kind of ability, I think, where the Toxic Orb actually restores its health by quite a bit. Oh, fuck off, there is one more. This is going on for way longer than it should. You know, I'm so glad we don't have to go to the Whirl Islands, because let me tell you for free, if we had to go to the Whirl Islands for this, we would not be getting our Legendary this episode. We would be getting it next episode, maybe. The Whirl Islands is such a pain in the arse, and I always manage to get myself lost there, every single time. It doesn't even matter if I have a map. I will fail to follow the map properly. That's just what I do. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. My only super effective move is special, so of course you use Light Screen. I want you to die, Bayleaf. I want you to choke on your own blood. I'm not sure if Bayleaf would actually have, you know, blood. I mean, it must have something, right? Every living thing has some kind of blood or something analogous to blood. So what the hell does Bayleaf have? Does it, I mean, oh god, why am I thinking about the inner workings of the biology of Bayleaf? Why is that something that came up? Shit, do I have something for this? Oh shit. I don't think so. I don't think I have something for this. I would have been fine if I still have Charizard. But, I mean, the light screen ends soon, so I don't know. Should we just go into Clamps and we'll try and use Night Slash or something? I'm not sure if Steel resists Dark. I feel like it might do, and if it does, Night Slash won't be super effective, but Bronzong is ridiculously tanky anyway, so whatever I sent in, it's going to take a while to kill it. At least this way we have a boosted crit chance and maybe a super effective move. Or maybe it's not super effective and I'm completely wrong. I need setup. I need setup to kill a goddamn Bronzong. Because I don't have a fire type anymore. I don't even have a fire... Oh my god, why do you have to be like this? It's like the game is just trying deliberately to make my life hell. Like, I want to go and get my Legendary in this episode, alright? I don't want you to try and, you know, throw any of that crappy Iron Defense stuff at me to ruin my setup. You know, you're just going to start really getting on my nerves. You're not even getting critted once because you're being inconsiderate, Bronzong. Holy shit, stop doing that. I swear to god, if it takes a turn to use Iron Defense while I'm healing, I'm going to be so pissed off. Yeah, this episode's going to be over an hour if I'm going to get Ho-Oh, or whatever Ho-Oh is randomized to. Alright, Block is fine. I mean, I wasn't going to switch out anyway. Come on, please be a crit. Just save me a bit of time. Of course not. Why would you try and save me some time? At least Clamps is now +2 for whatever gets sent out next. I mean, that's something, right? Let's see what we're dealing with. Pidgeot. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm fine with this. I'm +2, so I have decent enough attack right now. Let's just go for Night Slash. See what we do. A crit might... I don't know, a crit would have helped because Bronzong had used Iron Defense to increase its defense, so my boost was irrelevant. A crit wouldn't really do much help against Pidgeot though, because it doesn't have a boosted defense, and I do have +2 attack. So I'd rather not ignore stat changes right now. It is funny to think about, but there are situations like that where crits can actually be detrimental to you. Level 23 on Shockwave. It's still going to need a really long time for training, but it's getting there. Okay, yeah, give me the Clear Bell. I really wish you didn't each have 3 Pokemon. That was so annoying to kill you all. But I didn't lose anything else, so it could definitely be worse. Yeah, go to the bell tower. Okay, I'll see you there in a minute. I just have to heal up my team after you just beat the crap out of them. Right, I really don't want to go and have to go through this encounter properly and take ages doing it. Because we're doing it in an episode that has already gotten up to near enough 50 minutes. Full health restoration done. Okie dokie. Time to get to the legendary and hopefully replace... well, hopefully I'll use the legendary instead of Electabuzz. Because it is randomized, so it counts perfectly. Yeah, I feel like it's not going to be a Ho-Oh up there, Chief, whatever you think it might be. Yeah, just let me through. Stop talking to me. I much preferred the way they did this in Crystal, where you would have these three guys battle you and then you would run into Suicune. I thought that was really cool, but obviously this is HeartGold, not... Well, if only there was a remake of Crystal, I would have bought that game. I'd buy that game now. I'd buy that game in a much quicker time than I would buy bloody Diamond and Pearl Chibi Adventure. Oh, I hate those games already. I really must try not to rant about that too much. Those games are driving me insane, but if I rant about them too much, someone's going to be like, well, you know, some people like it. Yeah, I understand some people like it, okay? I'm not saying you can't like it, but what I am saying is that you're wrong. You know, you're welcome to your opinion, but your opinion is wrong. Oh, man. I sound like someone on Twitter now, just like, everybody has free speech, but your speech is wrong. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, you can like whatever you like. Personally, for me, they look hideous, but whatever. Ain't my place to tell people what to spend their money on. There are some items in here that I know about. We will try and grab them where I can actually remember them. But for the most part, I think there's an item up here, actually, right? No, I think that's the next floor. I want to get to Ho, or whatever it is, as quickly as possible, but in the meantime, I do also want to go and get as many items as I can from down here. A wave incense. Well, we can sell that for a good chunk of money, so that's alright. It doesn't really matter that the repel wore off. There'll be at least one encounter we can get in here. Well, I mean, of course there's only one. It's one area. Unless I ran into a shiny, I suppose. Do I already have a Scorpy? I'm fairly certain that I already have a Scorpy. I'm not sure, but I'm fairly certain that I do. So I think what I'm going to do... Okay, let's just catch this in one quick ball, please. Thank you. Right, now on the assumption that I have a Scorpy, because I'm fairly certain I do, but I don't remember, I'm going to catch Drapion anyway. I'm not going to give it a nickname, because I'm probably going to end up releasing it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch Drapion, on the off chance that I don't already have a Scorpy. And if I do have a Scorpy, well, I'm going to be catching the next thing I encounter too, and whichever one of those happens to be illegal, like if I have a Scorpy, for example... Drapion is Dupe's Claws and the other encounter's fine. If I don't have a Scorpy, then Drapion is my encounter and the other one I will have to release. I can even find another one. There we go. Now I know I've already got one of you. Let's just keep on encountering until we find something that's not Dupes. Because I'm fairly certain I do have a Scorpy. Also, that ladder was the wrong way to go, I remember that now. Up here is where we want. Now, this little bit of it in that area is always a real pain in the ass, but I think... Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Hello? I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Okay, now, I know I want to get the Ho-Oh, which is why I'm not going to use my Master Ball on this. But I'm so sure that I have a Scorpy, so Drapion is Dupes, in which case I'll release it. I'm almost certain. And if that is Dupes, right, if that is Species Claws, that Drapion, and I release it, Groudon is my encounter because Mew is also Dupes. So I can catch this Groudon. Obviously, I'm not going to use my Master Ball on it, though. Oh, no, Hammer-Arm. Oh, no, it's 17 levels low. I'm fine. Doesn't that lower its defense, though? Oh, it's just speed. Okay. Okay, red health. All I can think to do now is heal up, and maybe we'll get lucky with paralysis. Wait, can you paralyze a ground type with static? I don't even know. I know you won't be able to do it in later gens, I don't think, but maybe in this one you can? We're going to try and catch this anyway. I'm going to be so... If I don't have a Scorpy and that Drapion wasn't dupes, I'm going to be so disappointed when I have to release this Groudon. That is, if I can even catch this Groudon. Let's not kid ourselves here. I might not be able to get it. But sod it, we're going to speed this up. We don't have all the time in the world here. We have another legendary to capture in a minute. Christ, you are being tough, aren't you? Okay, I have to heal. Whoa, ouch. Okay, never mind. Whiskers. Whiskers can easily tank these hits. Man, if only I had a status on this thing right now. I don't have any moves that can do that, do I? No, I don't. God damn it, fine. Back to Ultra Balls it is. I rocked 3 times that time, I saw that. I should heal now just in case it crits. Oh man, if I don't have a Scorpy, this is the biggest waste of time and of Ultra Balls ever, because I'm not going to get the money back that I spent on these Ultra Balls. If I don't have a Scorpy, and that Drapion isn't dupes, or species, or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to get so mocked in the chat, like in the comments. I wouldn't even blame you. I would laugh at me for making that mistake, to be honest. I don't even think I'm going to be able to catch this thing. It's just ignoring all of my Ultra Balls, and believe me, I'm trying. Alright, hang on. Let's heal up, and then let's actually fix this burn real quick. I have a Raspberry, that'll do. Alright, back to Ultra Balls. Come on, Groudon, play ball. I really want you. You might not even be legal. Surely you want me to release you. I might even have to release you later. You might not have to stay with me at all. Oh my god, this Groudon is mocking me. Stop mocking me. Stop mocking me, Groudon. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, I'm definitely not going to be able to catch this. There's no way. I only have Great Balls really for this now. I mean, I have some other things, but they're not really going to be useful. Christ, if I do not... In fact, hang on a second. Right? One moment. We're going to make save state 6. That's the state that we have for the Groudon. Now, we're going to go all the way back here. Now, this is back to the save state that we had... Actually, was this the start of the episode? No, this is my save state before the start of the episode where I was grinding. We're going to go and see if I have a Scorpy. I should have checked this before I wasted all those Ultra Balls, but hey, you know what? You have the chance to laugh at me if I fuck this up. I do have a Scorpy! Drapion is Dupe's Claws. Drapion is dupe / species clause. This is a legitimate encounter. Okay, come on. This is a legitimate encounter. I know that now. No! It ended up using Struggle! I mean, I'm going to release the Drapion anyway, but... Come on. Took all of my Ultra Balls for that. Are you kidding me? Ran out of bloody power points and it killed itself. I should just title this the shit show episode because nothing is going right so far. Zinc. If that was a Master Ball and I got that just after that Groudon encounter, I would have been upset. You know what's going to suck now? I can already tell what's going to happen and I really don't like it. But we're going to get to the Legendary, right? It's going to be something terrible and I'm going to think that I should have just used the goddamn Master Ball on that Groudon. Because whatever the Legendary is, it's not going to be worth having and I can already tell. And I'm going to be so angry. Oh, god damn it. I should just title this episode Everything Goes Wrong. Because nothing is going my way this episode at all. A Mind Plate, okay. Half decent item to have if I really want it, and I don't. You know what, there's an item up there, I want to see what it is. Muscle Band, okay. I saw the M and got worried it was a Master Ball. I don't want you to give me a Master Ball anymore, okay, game? I should have run a quick ball at Groudon, that might have worked. I don't want the game to give me a Master Ball now, because if it does, it's going to be mocking me. It will be mocking my failure to get the Groudon. Oh, and I'll be annoyed. Okay, well that one didn't really take me anywhere interesting. This one did, though. Oh shit, do I even remember where the fuck I'm supposed to go here? No, I do. Can get a little bit puzzling when you're following these things around, to be honest. And that's what I wanted, obviously, a repeat ball. Just, why is nothing going my way this series, I swear. This episode should just be called the Everything Goes Wrong episode. In fact, that might end up being what I call it. I might legitimately just, oh my god, I went wrong again. Why? I mean, I got nothing better to call it. I could call it many wins, many losses, one win. But that's only if the legendary is good. And I don't think it's gonna be. Okay, these were all just items, are you kidding me? I feel like the legendary isn't going to be worth having, so this is just going to be called the fuck up episode, because everything will have failed for me. I lost the opportunity for a Groudon, which I really wanted. God damn it. Now I have to get a Weeping Bell if I'm going to get a Groudon again. And now I already know that whatever legendary is at the top of this tower, it's not going to be good enough to justify a Master Ball. I should have just thrown it at Groudon. Because you know I'm not going to get anything amazing. Well, I mean, what are you expecting? A Rayquaza? No. It's not going to happen. Who do you think I am? Someone who gets good stuff in Nuzlocke? It's not how this works. Oh god, now my sprites are even glitched. Oh well, that fixes it. An iron. Great. I swear this game is mocking me. I threw so many Ultra Balls at that guy. I didn't have any way of getting a status on him. The best I could do was hope for static, but I'm not even sure if that works on ground types. And given that he barely ever used Hammer Arm, the odds were not great anyway. Okay, we're getting close to the legendary at least. Alright, here we go then. Give me the garbage. I'm not confident about this. You know, it might turn out to be absolutely fine. It might even turn out to be another Groudon, in which case I will laugh a little bit and then throw a Master Ball at it. But I will laugh if it turns out to be another Groudon, because I would have just wasted so much time there. Oh man, I'm annoyed. Now we have to go through this really annoyingly long cutscene. You know, some of us are already like 38 minutes over the timer, okay game? Some of us can't afford to have this take so long. Apologies for the chair there, by the way. And for the change in my audio level, I guess. Oh, Christ, the chair really did go there. I turned my chair around so that I could lie with my feet on my bed. It's just a more comfortable position for me, and to be honest, I've been recording for over an hour, so comfort is now my #1 concern. Right, Ho-Oh, like, I'll Master Ball you whatever you are, unless you're a Dupes Claws Mew, which... oh man, that would suck even more than a Uxie. Right, go and get me whatever this is. Yeah, I'm sure it has been, whatever, here we go. That's a Reggie, isn't it? Is that a Reggie? I don't even know, I'm too tired. Oh, fuck off! I brought that into the world. I made that happen. When I said just a little bit before, I was like, oh, Dupes Claws Mew. I made this happen. There's no better name for it. I'm just angry. That should not have had to happen. Do I even have anything that I can give fly to? I don't want to go all the way back down the bloody tower. Yeah, we can officially name this the Everything Goes Wrong episode. I don't really want to give any of these things fly, but I guess I'll give it to clamps. I need to have something with fly just to save me a bit of time. I can't believe it's another fucking Mew. I mean, it's level 45, so great, it's a higher level than my Mew. But I already have a goddamn Mew. I'm so annoyed! I'm so annoyed! I knew I should have thrown the Master Ball at Groudon. I knew I should have. I could have had a Groudon. And it would have been a brilliant Extramon to have on the team. But no, I didn't throw the Master Ball at it. I assumed that Ho-Oh was going to be good. And sure, I got the Dupe's Claws Mew in one Quick Ball. Wonderful. But I don't want the Dupe's Claws Mew. You know what? Hang on. We have to release that bloody Drapion real quick. Yeah, fuck off. And you fuck off too. I'm not going to use it. It's just going to sit there and be garbage. That really, really, really angers me. That really pisses me off. I mean, I've still got the Master Ball. I've still got it there. So I can use it on something. Maybe we'll find another Legendary on the way to the Elite Four. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to save it and use it on a Legendary in Hoenn. That's just really, really annoying. I didn't have fun recording this episode. God knows I did not. It's been miserable. Everything has gone terribly for me this part. But I hope you enjoyed anyway. If you enjoyed my suffering, press like. I'm going to go and have 6 cups of coffee and probably hit my head against a wall. See you next time.